Hi YouTube, it's Queen Pam Eline QP. I'm going to make another one of these cards in a different colorway, and I decided to turn on the camera and film myself as I go. So I'm leaving this here so I can see the orientation that I want. That was the Waffleflower die. See if my stamp is lined up pretty good. I think I like it. So what I need to do now is lay down the Waffleflower mini slimline blocks stencil on top. The right side up in the right way. And I want the squares to be centered inside the stitching. There we go. And we're going to have it stick to my grip mat. Versifying ink. And because I'm going over a stencil, I'm going to press hard across the lines where the stencil is so that I can get right close up to those lines. And I think I'm good. So I'm going to clean off my stamp. That's just water. And I'm also going to clean the lines of the stencil. And be very careful and try not to wipe it onto the place where the stencil is not covering. Oh, I was real brave there. Did that with my left hand. So I think I have most of it wiped away so that it doesn't interfere with my inks. This time I'm going to do a pink and green one. And I can pull it out of the Misty now because I need the space for the stencils. So I'm going to start with the first stencil, which is number 8, and try to line it up. That feels right. Right, so on this first one, you have to do each one individually. There's 3 flowers on there individually. So I have chosen Pink Diamond, Pinkalicious, Rubelite, and Ruby Red. So I need to get a pink. and a red ink dauber pouncer. I'm going to start with the palest color, which is pink diamond. And if you just go right there, you'll get a square. See the squares that are actually on there? So I rub it around a little bit on my glass mat. And I do twist a little bit. There we go. For the first one, I'll do all my cleanup when I'm done. All three have the same colorway. Second one, I'd still be brushing with a brush. So this is pretty cool. So I have a stencil over the top of a stencil. So the grip mat will hold it somewhat. But as I get to the later layers, and it has become precious because I don't want to mess it up after doing, all that work. So that's it for pink diamond. So what I like to do right away is clean up the pink diamond and put it out of the way so it cannot be used again. Same thing with the stencil. I will clean the stencil later. This is stencil number 8. And so it does all three at once. So if I line up this one and then this one, because the centers are covered on these two, then I am fairly well lined up. And then I'll press down where I can on the grip mat and move to the second deepest color. I'm going to use the same dauber, pouncer, mushroom, whatever you want to call it, and pounce away. Same thing, put you away, clean you up. Now it says rotate 180 degrees. And then line these up. See which one. That one lines up pretty much. And good enough. And a little pinkalicious on there. Because I'm going to probably do brown centers. In fact, my brown from my other card is still sitting here. Let's see what I get that's left off of the dauber. I love pink and brown together. I was able to get a little bit. I'm happy. I don't remember what color that was. I think paper bag. So there we are. Stencil number 9. So grab 10. Yep, it's 10. It also does all three of them at the same time. Cover up the centers. And you got a good placement. So now we are at Rubelite. Same dauber. I'll switch up for the next color because it's an actual red. I think these are pink enough. There we go. Rubelite out of the way. You in the case so I don't pick you up with the red. Here's the red. Already gorgeous. Already. And let's see if we can figure out where you go. Yep, they've given us enough of the centers to line up. But I see a little bit of a line that I think we get a little bit better of a lineup. Right? And ruby red. Bam. Ruby red. And that's it for the flowers. The next ones we'll do the leaves and maybe some stuff on the center. You see this fine piece right here? I do not know how I hit that. Sorry. See this fine piece right here? This with a brush would be a nightmare. So here. You go up here. No. No, you don't. You go here. It is a little bit tricky lining them up, some of them. With the centers, the center, the center, and then the leaves. So let's get rid of this ruby red and bring in our greens. I'm going to do these. These are awfully close to each other. But I'm going to do one in the leaf centers and one for the leaves. And I need another dauber. Well, I actually think I can get away with this one. I'm going to clean it a little bit. And go sweet leaf in the centers. If it comes out a little blue, because blue is what was, well, a teal. So I'm working it in a little bit to make sure that I get it good. I'm glad I didn't just turn around and start daubing because I had moved things. All right. Goodbye, sweet leaf. Don't move it necessarily. I need a green dauber. Here we go. And now we're going to do minty mint. This one's very slidey. Okay, and hit these leaves. And then this leaf up here is by itself. It's a little bit of a shift. Keep doing it. And that is it for Mighty or Minty Mint, whatever color it is. And then the last stencil will be just green. The last one is up there, and it would be like covering the whole thing. So I'm gonna bring back in my little dauber and just do the bottom. And it was really just that quick with this stencil set. And now for the reveal. Make sure these hands are a little clean. Don't want to get any ink on the masterpiece. So this took like 17 minutes to do this, minus die cutting. And then you just layer it up. And there you go. Choose your sentiment, put it in the corner. Bada bing, bada boom. You are done. As always, I leave you in the hands of the Creator. Be blessed.